Let us discuss this today. It will be very valuable in our those who are already chanting 16 rounds and serious devotees. For them, this is very, very helpful. One of you can read the first one, question number one, and the answer also. Yeah. Yes, anybody?
Can I start? And then others
Yes,
can.
Prabhu. Yeah, sure.
How eager am I to serve? Or do I want to be served? Great souls always try to serve Hari, Guru and Vaishnavas selflessly, voluntarily, with love, sacrifice, without any motivations, without interruptions, unconditionally, and with one's body, mind, and words, with the desire to benefit them in relation to Krishna consciousness.
So, this one talks about importance of service. Actually, Srila Prabhupada did not want us to become simply bookworms, just to study or hear lecture or become a great scholar or something. That was not Prabhupada's expectation. Prabhupada wanted us to do practical service. And you also will see that Srila Prabhupada, right from the beginning of the movement, he personally cooked with his own hands, served the devotees. He personally went for Harinam Sankirtan in the Tompkinson Square Park and did Harinam Sankirtan himself. In India, he personally went to print back to Goddard magazines in Delhi, Vrindavan to Delhi, Delhi to Vrindavan, back home. He personally carried on his head the papers for printing back to Goddard magazine. And after getting it printed, he personally went to the tea shops. And many tea shop people who were drinking tea, they were not interested in reading back to Goddard. He was very much painstakingly distributing it. So much hard work Prabhupada did in doing services for reaching out this knowledge. One day, when he was walking in the road, he fell unconscious on the side of the road. One of his friends was going in a car. He saw, who is this man lying due to sunstroke? Huh? He stopped the car, got out of the car, and he saw, oh, this is my friend. My lord, this is Abhay Babu. He picked him up and put him in the car and took him to hospital. So in this way, Prabhupada was, on a hot sunny day, he was carrying back to God and distributing, and he fainted unconscious. And later, you all know, when he came to America, a couple of heart attacks he got on the way. Any old man would have taken a U-turn and gone back to India to take care of his health. But he remained in New York and he preached. And somebody asked Prabhupada, Swamiji, you say that you are not healthy. Would you like to return to Vrindavan and take care of yourself? Prabhupada said, I will die preaching here in Manhattan. And if I die here, bury my body in one of the skyscraper buildings at the top. Because my Guru Maharaj has given me order. Without fulfilling that order, I am not going to go back to India. Let me die preaching here. Like that he said. That was his conviction in entering service. He cooked for the hippies, served the prasad, he washed their plates. He even brought a bundle of clothes from India, which the hippies cut, and then they all wore dresses. Both Prabhuji's, Mataji's all wore saffron clothes in those days. you know, whatever clothes Prabhupada brought. And Prabhupada taught them, he brought a big ball of tilak also for them from India. Because everything was new at that time in the movement. He taught them how to brush the teeth, how they should wear the tilak. He himself wore the sari and showed women how to wear sari also. He himself tried like this and wore sari. You have to put like this is the way because American women didn't know how to wear sari. So he cooked and he taught them cooking. He did kirtan and taught them how to do kirtan. He preached and taught them how to preach. From A to Z, everything he did personally. And then when disciples were ready for doing service, you can see so many services he gave. He told Hagre Prabhu to edit and, do editing and proofreading. Jayadatta Swami also. He told Rai Ram Prabhu and Gopaksha Maharaj to print and publish and stock and distribute books. He told Tamaksha Maharaj and Vishnu Swami Maharaj to purchase the Greyhound buses and go all over America and distribute his books. He told Sham Sundar Bose, a carpenter, to build the altars in London and other places. He told Sarve Prabhu to make the architectural plan for Juhu and Vrindavan. In this way, you will find Jayanand Prabhu built the Rath carts. Somebody was expert in gardening, he told them to do gardening. Somebody was good in construction, told him to do construction. So, and Satyavdas Maharaj, Prabhupada told him to go to university distributing Bhagavatam sets and Bhagavad Gitas in the library. Complete encyclopedia, they used to call it. All Prabhupada books as a one whole set. They were keeping it in the universities, hundreds of universities in America. And also, uh, he wrote to the upcoming new devotees uh, that you all should take guidance from your senior God brothers and God sisters. And then he wrote to the senior devotees. Senior means in those days 3 years old. If you 3 years you have been in Krishna consciousness, you are a veteran devotee, Prabhupada wrote to them. Now you are a veteran devotee, you should go out and preach and start new temples. Because you have spent 3 years now, you become too senior now. Nowadays people are 20 years senior and they still have not started preaching sometimes. So in this way, Prabhupada engaged devotees in varieties of services. Now, service not only means that we do some practical activity with our body or the words, but we have to bring the mind also in doing the services, because the service attitude is the soul of service. If there is no service attitude, then the service is not pleasing to Krishna. Krishna will not easily accept it. We will get some ajna sukriti we will get for having done the service. But the attitude becomes all important. That what is the service attitude? Uh, for example, the intention of the service should be to please the master. I want to please my guru or please Prabhupada, and I should not be in a mood of I am the doer. I used my skill and the service came out well. I am very great expert. I am capable. I am potent. I am powerful. Everyone depends on me. I am indispensable. I was the first one to do this. You know, Nobody else was there at that time. I started. This kind of idea should be given up. Right? We have to go from doership to divine. Divine means it's all Krishna's mercy. It's all Guru's mercy. I have no ability. No, he says, no. Amiyati dina. He says, Shakti buddhi hina. Amiyati dina. Koramware atmasata. Correct? No, I have no Shakti. I have no buddhi. It's all Guru's mercy, whatever I am doing. That is the ideal consciousness of a devotee with proper service attitude. Brain is given by Krishna, senses are given by Krishna, body is given by Him. Even the things which you manipulate and conglomeration of all the material elements is given by Him. We didn't create anything ourselves. We are just, so we are instrument in Krishna's hand. So in this mode, a devotee does service. That is very pleasing to Krishna. So the right service attitude means service should be voluntarily done, uh, joyfully done, done without any motivation, and it should not be grudgingly done. It should not be done for name, fame, glory. It should be done to please Guru and Krishna. So this is the first thing. And also, how eager am I to serve, or do I want to be served? So there was a devotee who always used to escape from service. So one day he happened to be in the temple and other devotees told him, Prabhu, would you like to help in cutting sabji? He said, Prabhu, I don't know how to cut sabji. Sometimes I cut big and small. I don't think it will come out well. Somebody else can cut, he said. So they said, okay, Prabhu, now we have cut the sabji now. Can you offer the bhoga to the Lord? You can offer. It was a center. It was not a temple. It was a preaching center. So he said, Prabhu, today is Radhashtami day. It is Radha and Krishna are served by Lalita and Vishaka and such great personalities. How can somebody so fallen like me can offer bhoga to them? You only offer, Prabhuji. You are a great soul. Like that he said. Then the devotees asked him, Prabhu, now the boys have come now. Can you please serve them the lunch prasad, because they have to quickly go to college in half an hour. After they finish, then you can take. He said, Prabhu, this service, I am an older devotee, I have spent 3-4 years. I think the chance should be given to the new young boys, because they have to make progress in their spiritual life. So you can engage them in serving the Prasad Prabhu. Will that be all right? Like that he was asking. And the devotee understood he is not interested in doing the service. Then the senior asked, okay, if you don't want to serve Prasad, would you like to take Prasad now? He said, "Prabhu, how can I not follow your instruction, Prabhu? Immediately he took the plate and he came running and sat and took. So this in Hindi we call these people as kamchor. Kamchor means one who escapes from service, one who doesn't do any service. So Devotee should not be like that. It's a very, very bad example. Sometimes we funnily do these dramas. Why? Because sometimes the good things you tell, it doesn't hit us hard. When you tell the negative example, people understand it very well. So therefore we tell people what not to do. Then they understand. Okay, then they understand what is to be done. So then what is to be done in service? Uh, like for example, you may have something very busy in your life going on. If somebody calls you for service, you may not be able to do it, but you can tell, wait a minute, Prabhu, give me some time. I will find out some devotee who can do this service. Myself, I will take it up. Okay, you call some devotee, Prabhu, I have examination or something on next 2 days. If you can kindly do this, I'll be grateful. Then the managers will find it very helpful that this devotee may not be sometimes able to do, but at least this devotee arranges someone to do the service. In our ISKCON preaching centers and temples, there are so much services. Cooking has to be done, dress has to be stitched, jewelry has to be made, the Mangala Aartis, our Aartis have to be done. If deities are there, we have to go out on book distribution, we have to go out on preaching, we have to follow people on phone, we have to cultivate. So we need helping hands in our preaching centers. And we don't want people who are pious people who only visit for the weekly program and then clap hands and do nice kirtan and say that, Aaj ke Anand ki jai. We had a very nice program we had. Thank you. You guys are good guys doing good work. No, we don't want blessing, people coming and giving blessing and going away. We want helping hands in ISKCON society. They should come forward and say, Prabhuji, tell me what service is there for me. Can I go with the book distribution party? Or can I go to the kitchen and help? You should take it like your own home. The temple center, it's like your own. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu personally did Gundicha Mandir Marjan. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu personally did Harinam Sankirtan. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu personally took prasadam and carried for Haridas Thakur. So you will see Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is going to South India to preach himself to hundreds and thousands of people. He was not idling. Our movement is not an idle movement. It's not a movement for idle parasites. It's a movement for active devotees. And Prabhupada himself, Prabhupada proved to the world, life begins at 70. Isn't it? Generally people think after 70 life is winding up, people think. Or he's a Buddha, he's an old man, people think. But Prabhupada proved to the world you are never old. Old is gold. Even between 70 to 80 you can do wonders. Prabhupada proved it, isn't it? So that's the first one. How eager am I to serve? Or do I want to be served by others? Because if you are eager to take service from others and for ourselves, no. If like sometimes people come, congregation devotees, if they come to the temple, for example, they may ask a devotee, Prabhu, can you do this for me? Can you? My son is searching for a job. Can he get a job? Can you connect him to some big shot? He can get a job. Or sometimes people ask, oh, I have a daughter. Can I get settled? Which is very good. You can say nothing wrong in matching, but at the same time, like for example, somebody says, can you bring some prasad in the temple when you are coming? I'm not coming to temple. Can you bring a plate of prasad? So we take favors from many people. But how much are we giving service to people? That we have to ask also. So as a Vaishnava, Vaishnavas are eager to serve. When Nimaya Pandit was in Navadvip, you know, he went to the bank of Ganga, and then when people would take a bath and come out of the water, he would fold that clothes and give it to the Vaishnavas. The Vaishnavas would say, no, I'll take it myself, they would say. And those Vaishnavas who had put the clothes in the bank, he would wash it and he would dry it on the bank of Ganga. And dried clothes he will fold and give it to them. And if old Vaishnava is unable to get up from Ganga, he would give his hand and then lift him by the shoulder and help him come out. And those Vaishnavas who want to put tilak, he would take tilak and give them for putting. Some Vaishnava want to do Gayatri, he would give them a kusha grass to sit and do. And they would say, thank you, Nimaya Pandit, you don't take trouble. Then all the Vaishnavas became pleased with his service attitude and they all touched his head and blessed him. Krishna Matirastu. May you be blissfully Krishna conscious. And after that he meets Ishwarapuri and then became blissfully Krishna conscious by the blessings of the Vaishnavas. So Mahaprabhu taught us that we should be in the mode of collecting blessings from various devotees by rendering service. That should be the mode of a devotee. Second one, Prabhu, can you read the second one?
How eager am I to respect others?
I don't know whether here it will come here. It will come. For this video. Maybe one of the online devotees can read, please. Second question and answer.
How eager am I to respect others, or do I rather strive after being respected? Also, they respect everyone as a part and parcel, child of God, never hurting them by thought, word, or action. They respect the individuality, interests, expectations, capacity, needs, success, comforts, and considerations of others and deal with them in such a respectful manner. As a perfect gentleman, that all jivas can become attracted to the Lord.
Yeah. See, this is about respect. सकले समान चोरीते शकति देहो नातायता जता तबे तो गाइब हरिनाम सुखे अपराध तबे हत. He says in the song that sakala saman, I should respect all the devotees. There are 8 types of respect that Bhaktivinoda Thakur talks about. I can just share that with you, just one minute. You can see this. Read the first one. What is the first type of respect?
Nara Mantra Maryada.
If somebody has a human body, you have to respect him. Because amongst 8.4 million species, which is the topmost? Human. Somebody has human body, hey, he got a human body. That means it's a very special soul. Because only in human body you can go back to Godhead. So we have to respect them simply for having human body. Then, second one?
Sabhyatera Maryada.
Yeah.
Not a cannibal, but the gentleman with some material good qualities.
Uh, like somebody, a gentleman, he has a good behavior, or he is doing PhD in some good university. So he is a qualified man, he's an intelligent man, and he's cultured and gentle in speech. He may not be a devotee, still we should respect him. Why? Because he's a potential devotee. We should never call anybody a non-devotee. We should always say everybody is a potential devotee. So, Sabhyatara Maryada. If somebody is well behaved, cultured in their behavior, even though they may not be great devotees, I mean, they may not be introduced to devotion service, they have likelihood to become devotee. Second one. Third one?
Raja Maryada. Someone has a position of king, post.
Yeah. When Sanatana Goswami had given the excuse of sickness and he was sitting at home and studying Bhagavatam with some 20 Vaishnavas, that time one day suddenly King Nawabuddin Shah barged into the house. He was suspicious. He thought, I don't think he's really sick. How is one sick for so many days? Huh? He wanted to come and see himself. When he came in, immediately Sanatan got up. And all the Vaishnavas also got up. With folded palms, they all respected the king. Now they could have easily told that the king is a cow flesh eater, is a non-devotee, is a mlecha. Why should we respect him? He didn't say like that. Because he's holding a post of a king. And that king's post is given by God to him. So without God's sanction, nobody can become a leader anywhere. Somebody is holding the position of leader, they have to be respected. Raja Maryada, in any capacity. Your temple president is coming, immediately you should get up and fold your palms and welcome him, offer obeisances. The guru is coming, sannyas is coming. So one has to have that respect for anyone who is put in a position. Yeah. Fourth one?
Vidya Maryada. For knowledge.
Yeah. Somebody is knowledgeable. mm, They deserve to be respected. I'll tell you an example. One time, Markandeya Rishi came into an assembly. In that assembly, Parashara Muni was a small boy. He was just a 7-year-old boy. He was sitting in the lap of his father. Small kid. So when Markandeya Rishi and he entered the Sabha, he saw this boy, 7-year-old boy, and offered a big Ashtanga pranam to him. obeisances to him. And the Parashara asked him, "Hey Markandeya Rishi, you are living through millenniums. You are so Vayavriddha and Jnanavriddha. How is it that you are offering obeisance to me? I am just a small child." He said. Markandeya Rishi laughed and said, "What are you saying? Although you are young in age, your intelligence, all the people in the assembly put together cannot match your intelligence. Even at young age, you are a blessed one. And you have mastered all the Vedic literature. You are the most wisest one here, so I am offering obeisances to you," he said. So, in this way, somebody is very learned, wise. They are in a liberated platform. They deserve to be liberated. They deserve to be respected. Yeah. And then the fifth one. Yeah. Fifth one. I
Guna,
can't hear this.
Guna
Yeah.
Maria.
Yeah.
For good qualities and moral behavior.
Yeah. Correct. So sometimes the materialistic people also have ethical behavior or moral behavior. You will see that. They talk about morality also. The Gandhi was a very moral person. Prabhupada appreciated Gandhi for his character, for his brahmacharya, and for keeping the promise to his parents when he went to London, and for his morality and truthfulness. Prabhupada appreciated. So Guna Maryada, if there are some good qualities, even though they may not be great devotees, we can still respect them. Next.
Varna Maryada, Puri Brahmanas.
Yeah. Now the Puri Brahmanas, uh, the Brahmanas should be respected. You go to Radha Kund, there are some Vrindavan Brahmins. You go to Puri, there are some Puri Brahmins. Now sometimes these people may ask you for some money. I will do this puja for you, that puja for you. And sometimes we become very critical of them and we ridicule them. Hey, look at these fellows, all money-minded fellows. They're asking for money when I come to the Dham. They don't allow me to peacefully take darshan or things like that. We should not say that. Because actually, what is in their heart and mind, you cannot know. Sometimes they have a good intention. They feel that if I do this puja for this person, Jagannath will be pleased and this jiva will benefit. With that intention also, sometimes they may force the visitors to do some service. So one should not misunderstand them, thinking that they are money minded, that they want to loot my money or things like that. One time, His Holiness Dhanudhar Maharaj went to one temple, and some devotees were also with him. So one devotee was coordinating it. So in that temple, Dhanudhar Maharaj took out some money, some 200 rupees something. He wanted to give to the pujari. So the coordinator told the pujari, "Don't take from Maharaj. I am coordinating, collecting from all the devotees and I will give you." The pujari said, "No. When a jiva has developed a desire to serve the deity, you should not stop it. It is between him and the Lord. He wants to give, you should not stop. That's not proper," he said. Then Maharaj gave and he accepted after that. So these pujaris who are close to the Lord or the pandas who are beating on our head with a stick or something like that, they should not be taken cheaply. And whatever, somebody may be not so proper also, and somebody may be proper. We don't know who is who. Because we don't know who is who, it is always better to see, by mistake you respected somebody who may not be proper also, no problem. But if you disrespected somebody who is proper, that will cause offenses. So one time we were in Vrindavan, Yatra we had gone. Some Vajabasi kids were playing ball. So one of the balls came flying to us. So one devotee caught the ball and kept it with himself. And he was not giving. The Vajabasi child was saying, "Prabhuji, give me, give me, give me." I was saying, he was hiding it. "Why you people are playing ball and we are walking, you are throwing at us?" Then Bhaktivinoda Maharaj saw that and said, "No, no, no, you can't do this." He said, "These are Vijabasi children, they are associates of Krishna, very close. If you make them cry, then Krishna will make you cry." We give it back. Immediately give the ball back. Varna Maryada. And then seventh one? Yeah.
Ashrama Maryada, even to the
Yeah.
Mayavadi sannyasi.
Yeah. Once the Prabhupada was in Vrindavan, Chattikara. Place was walking on the road, and one Mayavadi sannyasi came from the opposite side. Prabhupada folded his palms and said, "Hare Krishna." And the Mayavadi sannyasi said, Om Namo Narayana, like that he said. So, along with Prabhupada was 3-4 disciples who were staring at Mayavadi like with a little angry eyes. And Prabhupada said, why are you so upset? Prabhupada is a Mayavadi, they said. Prabhupada said, see, he is sannyasi. He has given up everything of the world and taken to the sannyas order. He deserves to be respected. So, the ashram of sannyas means it's like the leader of the other seven orders. Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, Brahmachari, Grihastha, Vanaprastha. For them, they are the leaders. So Prabhupada said they deserve to be respected. Yeah, and then eighth one. Yeah, Bhakti Maryada. Markandeya was appreciating Parashara. Parashara was not only a very learned person, he was a great devotee also. In this way, Bhaktivinoda Thakur says that we should respect everybody properly. Now, there is also another meaning of the word respect. For his respect also means giving breathing space to people to grow. That's one meaning of respect also. Like newcomers are coming to Krishna consciousness, you cannot push them too many big standards at a very early stage. Therefore, we allow them to gradually grow and become strong and then take up the standards. Like a newborn baby wants breast milk. You cannot roll a paratha and put it in the mouth. A newborn has no teeth also. You cannot eat it. Similarly, sometimes when newcomers, are criticized, like one Mataji, she used to come with a mini skirt to the temple. She was Indian, but a very stylish lady. But some Mataji preached to her, and then for the first time she wore sari. And then she went to one senior lady and asked, Mataji, how do I look like today? For the first time I am wearing sari, she said. Mataji looked up and down and said, look at your forehead. There is no tilak. You look like a ghost. She said. So that lady got so hurt. Now 20 years have passed. Still that lady doesn't forget that one thing. She called me a ghost. So one should know to speak respectfully. Thought, word, deed, in all the three levels we have to be respectful. And we can't put off upcoming devotees. So respecting people's individuality. It is said we have to respect all people equally by treating them differently. It is said. How can you respect people equally by treating them differently? For example, in one house, one grandfather, grandmother, and their son and wife and their grandchildren had come. So the members of the family, when they gave them prasad, for the children they gave them pizza and cake and all that they gave them. And for the children's father, mother, they gave them full prasad lunch they gave them. And for the grandparents, they gave them some fruit juices. One time I took cookies to my mother. My mother was very old, she had no teeth practically, lost all the teeth. But when I gave cookies, my father was telling, hey, you are giving her cookies, how will she eat? She can't bite. I said, sorry, mom, I'll get something else. She said, no, you have given me with love, I have to accept it, don't worry, I will somehow finish it. I said, how will she finish it? She powdered it and made a kind of, liquid and drank it. So, respecting means we have to give people, in whatever way they can accept Krishna consciousness. And then grow more. You know the story of the crane who invited a fox to his, first the fox invited the crane to his home. And the crane has a beak. It requires a kind of jar kind of thing, whereas the fox was giving him on a plate. And the crane found it difficult to drink it. And the fox said, okay, you are not able to drink it, I'll finish both, don't worry. And the crane said, okay, you come to my house. And he gave him in two big jars he kept. And the fox said, how can I put my mouth inside and drink it? Crane said, don't worry, I'll finish yours also. And they both took tit for tat, they did. So, respect means giving Krishna consciousness in a way that people can accept it. This is not to say that simply speaking superficially without Krishna consciousness. That is another type of cheating. We have to give Krishna consciousness in a simple manner, in a way that people can accept. What is the proof that you are giving Krishna consciousness? People should start chanting Hare Krishna. People should start following the four regulative principles. People should start reading Prabhupada's books. And people should understand God is a person. Bhakti path is personal, active and reciprocal. God is personal and bhakti is not for peace. Bhakti is for active service. And bhakti is reciprocal also. We can pray to God and Krishna will reciprocate as he did with Draupadi and Pandavas and everybody. So in this way, at the end of 1 year of training, whether you are preaching to Americans or preaching to Indians or whoever you are preaching, they should be able to understand what is our organization standing for. But we should present everything respectfully. So, understanding their interests, their expectations, capacity, needs, and selflessly serving them, respecting their needs. That is the second one. So, you will find in our scriptures so many examples of, how how respectfully, people treat one another. How Lord Chaitanya treated Ramananda Rai and Ramananda Rai who treated Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And you can also see the dealings of Rup Sanatan with Lord Chaitanya was observed by Jiva Goswami when he was a small boy. He was so charmed, he said, I am going to dedicate my life also. So when people see the Vaishnavas' dealings, how they deal with senior, equal, junior, the people feel charmed. Oh, these people are such gentlemanly. Yeah. So let's go to the third one. Please read the third one.
How much do I care for others, or do I mainly care for myself? Also, great souls give up one's selfness and selflessly care for others' needs, whether they be prasad, accommodations, transport, specific need, etc. They not only care for gross needs but also have concern to serve, satisfy, please, and touch the hearts of those whom they serve.
Yeah. So one very important point I forgot to tell you in respect. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu respected any jiva who had a spark of Krishna consciousness. Like that old Orisan lady, she climbed on the Garuda Stamba with one leg and another leg on Mahaprabhu's shoulder. Mahaprabhu told the devotees, look at her face, it's lit up. She is looking at Jagannath with such eagerness. I wish I had an iota of that eagerness. So Mahaprabhu was ready to learn even from a simple Orisan old lady. Or Mahaprabhu was appreciative of the bhakti of South Indian Brahmin who could not pronounce Sanskrit properly. But he saw the spark of Krishna consciousness. So wherever we all see some Krishna consciousness manifesting from any living entity, we should respect it, even though they may be common people. If common people have some Shraddha, that Shraddha deserves to be saluted and respected and appreciated. So that also comes in respect. And then the care which we read just now, this care, especially when we are entering service to Vaishnavas, we have to selflessly care for others' needs. When we are, anybody comes to your place, they need three things. You can remember PAT. PAT is prasadam, accommodation, transport. You give them a pat. Correct, no? So, for example, anybody you are inviting, the first thing, as soon as they come in the airport or station, what do they expect? I don't know how to reach the destination. So we cannot just tell them on phone, here is the place, please come on yourself, come on your own. In the early days in ISKCON, devotees didn't know that they have to go and receive them. They would just give the address and people have to come on the road. Nowadays, everybody has understood now. If somebody is coming, guest is coming, you arrange someone to go to the airport and then wave them and then garland them and take their luggage and bring them to your place. Then once they see a person who is going to take them, their mind becomes peaceful. Okay, now point to point they will take me, I don't have to worry. Transport is arranged. And as soon as they reach the destination, what is the next thing they worry about? Accommodation. Is there a place where they'll give me accommodation and then a washroom facility, I can take a bath and everything. So now they have come, they have put the luggage, they got a proper room. Some people need hot water, some people need cold water, whatever. It's arranged properly. And they are also worried about the safety of the luggage and everything. So if it is a common dormitory, then there is to be a locking facility. Otherwise, you are giving a room, then it is safe. Then the third thing they want is, after they take bath, they put on the dress, what is the next thing they want? Prasad, yeah. Prasad. So these three things are nice prasads, arranged, they are taken prasad, then their mind is peaceful completely. Like when Vidura returned back, how Yudhishthira Maharaj and Pandavas, everybody came running with a heart full of delight, offering obeisances with tears coming from their eyes. They said, Uncle, Uncle, where were you? When you left the palace and went away, we were all most worried about your safety and security. Now that you have come back, we are so joyful. You protected us like the like a bird with its wings offering protection to the small offsprings. Like that, you sheltered us, protected us, and they were actually gratefully remembering what they received from their uncle Vidura. And just like the wards meeting their father or parents, like that they were dealing with Vidura, and Vidura felt so joyful to see the Pandavas also. So Pandavas are teaching us not just they immediately got up and ran to receive him. So the eagerness to receive Vidura with delight and their talks, if you read in the Bhagavatam, you get an idea. Another example, I will tell you, I will show you the verses, I will show you, you will get an idea. Just a minute. That is very beautiful. You can, I'll just share it. Just a minute. See, this is Prataparudra you are seeing here. He's standing on the rooftop. And he's calling the superintendent of the temple. And Kashimsha is calling. All of you repeat this. Prataparudra Agnya Dela Sai Dui Jane. Prabhu Sthane Asiyachen Jata Prabhu Ragane.
Prabhusthani yachi yachen yata prabhuragane.
Savare Swachanda Vasa Swachanda Prasada.
Sabari swachanda vasha swachanda prashada.
Swachanda Darshana Karai Ham Nahayana Bada.
Swachanda darshana karaye nahe ye na bada.
Yes, he is saying Prataparudra. Prataparudra Agnya Dila. He gave an instruction. Say Duijane. He called those two people, superintendents of the temple, and told them, Prabhustane Asiyachen, Yata Prabhuragane. There are many, many Bengali Vaishnavas who arrived here to meet Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. For all of them, what you should do? Savare Swachanda Vas. You should give them as per their desire residence wherever they want. For example, when you go for yatra, the brahmacharis like to stay next to the panda. Why? Because quickly they can walk down and join the programs. And some grihasthas with babies, they like to stay far away because pandal is full of noise always. So if one devotee wants and far away, one devotee wants near, the people who are allotting accommodation should be willing to, they should be resilient, and flexible. They say, okay, Prabhu, your accommodation was far away for you, brahmachari, I'll put you near. And Grihastha, for you, it was next to Pandal, I'll make you far away. So that kind of adjustment takes a lot of headache. But people who are carrying devotee means willingness to be flexible and adaptable and willing to make those changes despite difficulty. And some people are rigid like a brittle bottle. They will say, no, Prabhuji, wherever is allotted, you have to accept. You are a Vaishnava means you should cooperate. Correct, no? Therefore, he is telling them, Sabare Swachandavas. Allow them to stay wherever they want, give them accommodation. Somebody wants near Gambira, somebody wants far away in Puri, accordingly give them. Swachanda Prasad. Bengali Vaishnavas, what Prasad they like? Right. And our Vrindavan devotees, what Prasad they like? So, Swachanda Prasad. As per their needs, you give them Prasad. Don't cook something and keep and say, whatever you have cooked, you have to eat it now. Consider their desire also. Swachanda Darshana Karaya. Take them for Jagannath Darshan whenever they come. Some people want to go during morning time. And some people say, no, morning time I have to chant. I will go in the afternoon. Some people want to go in the evening. Some people want to go in the night. Whenever they want to go for darshan, take them accordingly. He's saying. Nahi ena bada. Don't put any obstacle for them. Make it convenient for them. That's the real meaning of carrying. Like that he's telling. And then one more verse he says. Prabhu Rajna Paliha Duhe Savadana Haya.
Prabhuragya paila dune savadhana hana.
That Hana is written as the Haya. Ajnana hai tab karai ha ingita bujhiya.
Agyan nahi tab kariya ingita bujiya.
Yeah. What is the meaning of this? Prabhu Rajna Paliha. Whatever Mahaprabhu gives order, you completely follow it. He is saying, do him, both of you. Savadana Hayya. Be very careful in following it. Don't displease him. Because if Mahaprabhu is displeased, everything will be spoiled. Take care that you please him. Make an effort to please him. Like that he is saying. Not only that, Ajnana hai. Not only you should fulfill his instruction. Ingita Puja. Whatever desires he may have in the mind, that also you should fulfill. Like that he is saying. Ingita Puja. What is the meaning of Ingita Puja? Sometimes, for example, one Vaishnava has come to your home. He has finished prasad. And then he's asking, is sweet over? He's asking. What is the meaning of that? Huh? You want sweet, correct? No? He asked me, is sweet over? I told him, sweet is not over. It is there. I told him. That's all. That is not. He's asking sweet over means if sweet is there, he will take it, correct? No? So one should know the Ingita Bhujya, means one should know from the tone we have to understand. I'll tell you one example. I went to one temple where they received me. One devotee, Grihastha devotee came to receive me in the morning, 3:30 my train reached. He came at 3:30 to the station and picked me up. And in that temple I stayed for 3 days. The last day my assistant was calling him and telling, Prabhu, tomorrow morning we are leaving. Can you again, like you came and picked us up, can you drop us back in the train in the morning? He asked what time it is. Again at 3:30 in the morning. 3:30 in the morning, my assistant was telling. Then the devotee was asking, it was in speaker phone, so I heard. The devotee was asking, Prabhu, temple also has a car. Did you check with the president? Like that he asked. So he said, yes, Prabhuji, temple has a car, but they have no driver so early in the morning. That's why I'm calling you. Because you brought us from the station. I thought you can drop us also, like the assistant was telling. Then he was telling, oh, is it Prabhuji? I can suggest you a couple of names, Prabhu, from the congregation. And if they can come to temple and pick up the temple car and drop you, that would be all right, I think. Is it right? He asked. So my assistant was telling, no, no, Prabhuji, if you come, it will be nice because we only know you, we don't know others, he was telling. I immediately tapped my assistant and said, you agree? So I said, whatever he says. But I don't know probably who they are, he said. I said, first keep the phone down. I said, you should not push devotees. Already poor fellow, 2 days ago he came in the early morning and again he is unable to come in the early morning. He says, Grihastha, he may be late in the night, coming home, taking, sometimes they sleep at 10:30, 11, poor fellow. You should not trouble him. Oh, no, Prabhuji, we don't know anybody else here. I said, that is all right, it's your problem. So he is giving you some another name. We'll try. If nothing works, then we will hire some other outside vehicle. So nobody will come so early in the morning. It will be costly. He said, what are costly this? When a person's tone will give us a clue. What is his? What does he want to do? So Ingita Bhujya means from their tone, you are asking a devotee, Prabhuji, can you do this service? Like that he says. What is the meaning? He speaks a lot, the tone. Prabhuji, every time you're calling me only. I 1 week ago, you called me, 3 days ago, you called me yesterday, you told me today, fourth service you are giving me. There are so many other devotees available, you are not going to anybody, you are always catching me because I am available to you. I am staying next to temple, you always catch me or whatever. So all this is implied in that, that's all. Right, no? So, therefore, Ingita Puja, so our caring should be like that. So now we will stop with this, and we have 4 and 5. They are more advanced points. You have some notes given here. You can go through that. Now let us take some discussion. All right, Ramchandra, you can take some discussion.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah.
I'll take a few minutes to make 2 minutes for announcement.
Yeah.
So,
Devotees can copy and keep it with them, Prabhu. What I have put in the chat.
yes. I also did that.
Yes.
So we have every Wednesday Sangha we have every Wednesday Sangha actually is 8:30, and this Sunday we have Krishna Bhakta Prabhu coming. So please do not miss our Sunday program. It's in person, so please visit there. So and every week at Friday we have Bhakti Vriksha in different places. If devotees are interested to join a homely in a closed program, please join us. Every Friday it happens in the different areas, so they can join us through the website. Every Monday to Friday, we have 15 minutes of Bhagavad Gita reading. So devotee can also join with the same Zoom link from 12 p.m. to 12:15 for the sake of time. And every morning we have a japa, so devotee can join from chanting early. And also we have all this on calendar, all the events. And on June 7th, we also have a picnic that is coming on. So please join that. So if anybody has any questions, please go ahead.
Yeah, Sankari Kaur Dasi Mat. Yes, go ahead, please. And then Ramchandra Prabhu. Yeah.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. First of all,
Hare
my
Krishna.
most respectful obeisances at the dust of your lotus feet. My very respectful pranams to all the Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis present here. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Prabhu, very nice points. Definitely something to reflect upon. Prabhu, I was thinking about the reciprocation during the services that we do. For example, one devotee has signed up for some services, and the other devotees have also promised to cooperate, but that
Yes.
cooperation is not timely, and that cooperation is not as it was promised. So in that case, Prabhu, how this other devotee is supposed to, I mean, there were pangs of anxiety, a lot of things to put in together, things are not going timely. How should we deal with those situations, and how to refrain ourselves from not being at least at the minimum rude to other people and saying that, hey, you never kept your promises or you didn't show up?
Yeah. So, one challenge for all of us is our organization is a voluntary organization and we are not paying salary for the services, due to which some people don't keep promises. Imagine they can't do this in a company. If the company is giving salary, the company will cut the salary, or they will say that you go on loss of pay. Huh? You didn't do the service or whatever. They will keep them on the bench and give the pink slip and show the door, in a company. But in ISKCON, we can't hire and fire people. We are not paying them. So therefore, what I would suggest is, whenever any service is given to you, and you are leading that service, and you have some X number of people given to you, there should be flexibility in that service. For example, there is a minimum amount of that service which is absolutely to be done. And then there is another portion of service, if it is not done immediately, that can wait for a while. That is compromisable portion of the service. Like that, we can keep it. So that there are services like, I'll tell you, for example, in Janmashtami time, almost 45 teams wanted a booth for putting the displays. But in that, 5, 6 of the booths didn't materialize. They wanted the booth for displaying the children, girls, boys, different groups. But in some groups, the cooperation was not there. So those booths were empty and nothing was happening. So we called them and asked, hey, you wanted the booth, what happened? They said, sorry, we wanted it, but we could not put it because people didn't turn up and they didn't prepare the exhibits and everything as per the promise. So sorry, we are not taking it. Then we gave it to somebody else who wanted it. So in this way, it was flexible, adjustable. So another thing is, if the nature of the service which you are taking up is a very serious one, like for example, cooking Rajabhog, or dressing the deity, they are all more serious services. On the other hand, book distribution, say if 8 people promised you that they will help you in Bhadra Purnima or Marathon, after that only 3 showed up. If I didn't show up, it is all right. Because then the score may be reduced, but it is not that serious that, like Rajabhog is not cooked or something, it's more serious, correct, no? Yeah. So therefore, amongst the services, there are 2 types of services. Some are unavoidable services. Compulsorily, it has to be done at any cost. Then we should not choose devotees who have shown irresponsible behavior in the past. So while allotting devotees, we should know who are the devotees with integrity and they keep the promise. We all know very well. If you just live in a community for 1 or 2 years, you will know it, who is who. It's not very difficult. So we can make list. We in fact have a list of A plus, A, B, C, D, E, F, up to F. So that much devotees we have. All types of people. A plus devotees means they don't need anybody to tell them what to do. They will take initiative themselves. And A category devotees means perfect integrity. If they have told that I will do it, even if they are having high fever, they will get it done. A devotees are like that. And B devotees are very good followers. Whatever you are told, that much they will do. They may not exceed your expectation, but they will do minimum. Like that, there are different categories of people. And the C category devotees, if you follow up, they will do. You have to make sure, like tomorrow, the service result has to come. You have to keep calling them once in a day. Is it going on? Is it going on? They will say, yes, it's going on, going on. They little keep on pushing, and then on the last day, they will deliver the goods. Maybe one day late, they will deliver, but they will deliver it. Yeah, like that. Huh? So there are different type of devotees. So we can actually have this list with us. And then while allotting, depending on the nature and seriousness of service, we can allot accordingly. I would suggest you one thing. You can, if you put, like I'm just putting it in the in the chat I have put. You can just put in YouTube like this, Radheshyam Das Malt you put. Immediately you will get 40 lectures you will get. This is all talking about managers and leaders training. Huh? So this gives lot of ideas on this kind of questions. Especially right now your project is a growing project. 100% all of you, I'm sure that you will face many challenges. But once your community is a very developed community with 500 or 1000 devotees, life would be a little more easier because you will have abundant devotees available. Now there are limited devotees and lot of survey, a lot of burden comes on less number of devotees. But this malt series, acha, already the Ram Tulasbi has put the link also. If you click in that, you will get easily. Many, about 200, 250 people attended who are council members in India in different ISKCON temples. For them, I did this online. It's in Hindi, that's the only problem. It's not in English. I will do it in English in future sometime. Yeah.